So you want a really exotic looking shade plant, and this is the one for you that I'm standing underneath here. This one here is Fatsia japonica, and I planted these ones about 2.5 decades ago, and I've lost track of how many we have in our garden. I think we probably have maybe 20, something like that. I planted these ones as 4-inch specimens, and they're actually growing in very poor, dry, rocky soil, and they like dry shade, and they are a zone 8B plant. However, they will grow in sheltered gardens in lower zones. I think there are people that experiment with them in zone 7B, like I say, in sheltered spots, and if they freeze to the ground in some of those colder zones, they should regrow again. So in here there are 2 of them, and you can see how big they are. There's actually our house is behind here, and I have some in other gardens around the front that just have absolutely massive leaves. There's also a variegated form too, but these aren't too bad. The deeper the shade, the darker the leaves will be. They like well-draining soil, and if you do grow them in the sun, they will bleach out. Very rapid growers, easy to start from cuttings. They flower here in November, and after they finish flowering, they get little black seeds on them, berries, and in the berries there's seeds, so I've actually grown these from our seed before. And as you can see, they spread from one. This is just one root system, but it's wide, so there's many branches on this. And actually I have some over in the other garden growing beside the palms. This is our shade garden, that are actually single stalk, and they almost look like papayas in a way. So anyway, the flowers on these are white and very, very exotic looking, and they grow very well with other shade loving plants. These ones I rarely ever water. They're kind of on their own, and survival of the fittest up here. I don't cut them back. Some people like to cut them back, and because they do get out of hand, but I like them bigger, and bigger is better because they're a lot bushier and more exotic looking. So this here takes up a pretty good chunk of this wall, and I do actually have palm trees growing in with it and eucalyptus trees growing up through it. So I'm guessing this one here is about 15 foot tall, and this video probably doesn't do it any justice. So it's the 25th of September today, and we are in our garden here in the north end of Salt Spring Island, British Columbia, in the southern Gulf Islands. And in colder zones, these are used as a house plant. Japanese Aralia is the common name, and this is the Latin name, Fatsia japonica. Right there, Miss T?
Right, what are you
Right,
talking
and Wendy likes these too, don't you? You like Fatsias?
Oh yeah.
Fatsia japonica. So I say they're a great shade lover. If you want to grab that little camera down there, and then you can, yeah, then you can grab it and see how, show the entire plant how big this thing is. It's running.
Hello.
There she is. She's upside down.
It's
So, like this is the shade.
who's he talking
That's what I'm
to?
saying. This is the shade.
There he
They are
is.
growing in full shade, and growing nicely with some of the. There's Nandina domestica in here.
Beautiful.
And you can see how big it is. I say it's probably about 15
yeah.
foot tall easily, right? It's up over the roof
totally.
line.
Yeah.
This is, and we have some more here. I was telling about the single stalk
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
These are single stalk ones here,
Very tall.
and they're very tropical looking.
Yeah.
Look at the leaves.
Oh, they are.
We
They're
have
nice.
them right around our house.
And we've got a nice variegated
Here's a variegated
one.
one I was talking about. Look at the foliage on that. Doesn't get more exotic
isn't that
than
pretty?
that unless you're going to
Let's
grow
see.
bananas, of course. But
Oh yeah.
that is a big,
nice, eh?
because I got big hands. That's a big.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big leaf. Isn't that nice? So.
Yeah. We just bought that
Last year, 2 years ago, probably
I
2
think it's
years
2
ago,
years ago
and
now.
planted as a small one, and
Yeah.
it's thriving
So
in here.
it's actually doubled in size.
It's actually growing with jasmine and
because it
bamboo.
was only about 2 feet high.
Yeah.
Now it's about 4 feet high.
So what I'm telling people out there, if they want a nice shade-loving, exotic-looking
Yeah.
plant with big, bold foliage, it's evergreen. They are evergreen. This is the one for you. It looks good year-round.
Yeah.
And if you can find the evergreen one, not the evergreen,
Yeah.
the variegated one,
Yeah.
grab that. They're not
Yeah.
as common.
No, they're not.
So, and there's more here.
Over here.
Growing over by her little,
By our magnolia. More. They're beautiful.
like I say, they're everywhere. And I want to actually plant
Yeah.
more. You never have enough Fatsia
Yeah.
japonica in the garden. And solid zone 8B is
some
best for these things. They never get damaged
No.
by the winter here, and they never
We should put
freeze
some
back.
up there by the studio.
Up here, got to watch the
pretty-
deer on them. Deer do
Oh,
eat
yeah.
them when they're
But
young.
once we fence that,
The ones at the back, they've been ripping
Yeah.
to pieces. So
once they get tall enough, they
yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Once they get out of the deer's range. So this is actually one plant,
But-
and it's just gnarly. It's just. I mean, look at this. I'll stand in here, and you can see
Oh yeah.
like a little jungle,
Oh
huh?
yeah, it is.
Anyway, I think.
And
you
they always still shoot out leaves
They
down
do.
near the lower
Yeah.
part. So if you do have it where deer are, they will.
and easy to
nibble
grow
on
from
it.
cuttings too. So.
Really?
So there you have it, folks. This is me in our shade-loving Fatsia garden.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for watching.